Hello everyone, I'm Michelle and Timod and we are the group 5 and we will be discuss about the beverage procedures. So upon finishing the presentations, the students are expected to have basic knowledge regarding beverages, know the two main categories of beverages and understand the beverages procedures. The students are also expected to understand the controls applied in beverage section, as well as know the three methods on measuring liqueurs and comprehend the possible circumstances and discrepancies occurrence in the industry. So these are the topic outlines for introduction to beverages. We have the beverage basic, two main categories of beverages. Also, for beverage procedures from start to finish, we have the purchasing, receiving, and storage. For beverage control is we have portion size control, methods on measuring liqueurs, and standard drink recipe, as well as the other beverage control. And last but not the least is the discrepancies and circumstances encountered in the industry. So let's talk about first the introduction to beverages. So beverage basics. Beverage are both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinkable liquids. So non-alcoholic beverages include soft drinks, mineral water, and sparkling containing no more than 1.5% alcohol. So when we say alcoholic beverages, on the other hand, contain ethanol and are usually classified as either fermented or distilled spirits. So alcoholic beverages comprise a large portion in both volume and sales of the restaurant industry, and their purchase, sale, and consumption will be a chief concern as you work to control costs and maximize profits. So, to make it short, when we say non-alcoholic beverages, these are drinks that do not contain alcohol or contain only a very small amount. So, examples include soft drinks like soda, mineral water, and the sparkling water. On the other hand, when we say alcoholic beverages, these drinks contain alcohol or ethanol. So they are divided into two main types. So we'll start our discussion with a description of the two main categories of alcoholic beverages, which are the fermented and the distilled spirits. So first is we have the fermented beverages. So fermentation is the action of yeast and grains such as wheat in a solution to form beer, or the action of yeast and grapes to form wine. So simply put, fermented grapes become wine while wheat becomes beer. So this process breaks down sugar from the grain or grapes into two components, the alcohol and carbon dioxide gas. So the amount of alcohol left behind depends on the amount of sugar in grains. So grains with greater sugar content produce a liquid with higher percentage of alcohol. So the fermentation process produces wine and beer containing varied amounts of alcohol. So in a standard beer, alcohol content ranges from 4 to 6%, though some specialty imports range as high as 12 or 14%. So wines normally range from 12 to 21%. So to sum up with, when we say fermented beverages, these are the drinks made by fermenting ingredients like grains, fruits, or vegetables. So during fermentation, yeast or bacteria turn sugars into alcohol and carbon dioxide. So for example, we have beer, which is made from barley, wine made from grapes, and cider made from apples. So these drinks have alcohol because of the fermentation process. On the other hand is we have the distilled beverages. So distilled spirits are fermented first, then the alcohol is further processed or distilled from the fermented liquid. So in the distillation process, the liquid is heated in a still to at least 175 Fahrenheit. So to easy understand with when we say distilled beverages, these are the drinks that are made by heating a fermented liquid to separate alcohol from the rest of the ingredients. So this process called distillation. It results in a stronger drink with higher alcohol content. So the following examples of distilled beverages are include whiskey, vodka, rum, and tequila. So the distillation process makes these drinks more alcoholic than fermented beverages like beer or wine.
Beverage procedures from start to finish. Purchasing. Deciding what to buy involves two basic factors: the quality of beverages you will pour and the variety of items you will have available. Purchasing is the process of buying goods or services that are needed by a person, business, or organization. It involves choosing the right suppliers, negotiating prices, and ensuring the items meet quality and delivery requirements. While brands are used when a guest does not specify a brand. In purchasing, well known brands often play a crucial role because they are associated with reliability, quality, and customer trust. Call is a mid range brand specified by the customer. In purchasing, a call typically refers to contacting suppliers or vendors to inquire about products, prices, availability, and delivery items. Premium is a higher class brand with higher cost and therefore higher prices to the guest, while premium refers to goods or services that are higher quality, have superior features, or come from a well recognized brand. The table summarizes liquor sales data for three categories: well, call, and premium. It includes purchase cost, sales prices, and yields. It also details pour amounts, cost per ounce, total sales, and profit percentages. The premium category has the highest sales and cost percentage, reflecting higher pricing and profit margins. The table shows liquor sales data for scenario 2, with premium liquor having the highest sales and cost. The product request lists staff requests for specific items on given dates, aiding inventory tracking.
Good day everyone, my name is Erica Gising Madali and I am going to tackle about purchasing wine. Buying wine is somewhat more complicated than buying spirit. For house wine, you can often buy jug wines if your client will drink them. So they are generally cheaper and the wine will be consistent from one bottle to the next. However, operators stay away from the jug or gallons wine for serving customers. So these wines present problems including weight, storage, and negative visual impact. So wines served by bottle are another matter. So they are usually much more expensive, so pouring them by the glass is often not cost effective. In a high volume business, however, you could negotiate and establish an inexpensive house wine, maybe with a proprietary label in either a 750 milliliters or 1.5 liter bottle. Receiving beverages. So taking delivery of exactly what you have ordered, brands, sizes, and quantity at a specific price in good condition is the definition of good receiving. So with incoming deliveries, you receiving clerk should inspect the following key areas using your own purchase order rather than a vendor's invoice. First, verifying the quantity, price, and extension. Second one is verifying the vintage of wines. Third one is check the expiration date of beers and soft drinks. It is so important to check the expiring dates of beer or soft drinks or even the food. The next one is check the seal and condition of bottle to make sure that none are leaking or broken. And the next one is monitoring bottle sizes. So it is easy to mistake a 750 milliliters bottle for a 1 liter bottle. And lastly, check the brand against what was
So
ordered.
now let us proceed to the beverage controls.
Storage.
So
The store
portion
room
size
is a
control
setting
or the
for the third
PSC
phase
is
of purchasing
standardization
cycle.
of
It
beverages
performs
in
three
order to control
functions.
both
Number
quantity
one
of liquor
is
and quality
physical
of the
care to
drink.
maintain quality.
It is
Second
vital to
one is
create a
inventory
method for pouring
maintenance. And
exact
lastly,
portions
record
because you
keeping.
are often
And
dealing with
security
numerous
from thief.
bartenders and possibly high
Try
turnover.
to think of
So the
a
point here, as
storeroom
always, is
as an
consistency.
off-limiter.
This
Yes,
is
so these who
undeniably
work
important to
there,
building a
such as the
client base.
storeman
New
clerk and
customers
purchaser,
expect your
should
Bloody
be the
Mary to
only
taste
one
like
who
others they have
distribute
had, and
products.
repeat
So
customers
no one
expect it
should
to
be
taste like
allowed
the
to
last one they
enter and
ordered
take
from you.
his or her own
So meeting
goods.
customer
So the
expectation may be
storeroom
even more
should not
important
be
for
left
good profit
open
than
and
setting your
unattended.
drink prices correctly.
Proper
So
beverage
sales price
requisition
multiplied by
procedure.
sales
So if you
volume,
work in a
it
hotel with a
produces your
several food
revenue.
and beverage
You cannot
outlets
build
such as
volume with
outlets,
drinks that do not
bartenders
meet
should remove
customers'
all
wishes
empty bottles
consistently.
from the shelf
So to
at
achieve this, you
a
need portion
specified
size
time,
control or the
usually at the
PSC
end of the
for each
beginning
and
of the
every drink.
shift.
So when PSC is in
This
place and
empty
followed by the
bottle
whole staff,
become
the
the
customer
basis
will
for
get the
the
same drink
physical
no matter
evidence of the
who makes
liquor to
it.
be requisitioned.
So another
So the
advantage of
bartender fill
consistency
out
is
a
accurate
requisition
control of
form,
the amount
being
of liquor
careful to
poured.
enter
So
and
if you
count
control the
bin
quantity of
number for
liquor, you
item
also
number.
control
So
cost in
item
this way.
description and
You can also
quantity
maintain your
are
cost to
required.
sales ratio and
Then she
protect
or
your
he
profit.
tend the
So to
empty
achieve
liquor
all of this,
bottle and the two
standardize, there are three
requisition
elements of
form
each
to
drink.
the
First is the
beverages.
size,
So
recipe,
here we
and the
come the
glass.
last topic, the
So
back
let's
order
talk about the
guidelines.
size. So
If
there
the
are three common
requested brand
methods
of
of
beverage
measuring
is out
liquor.
of stock,
First
the
is this
beverage
automated
requisition
pouring
is marked
device.
out of stock
So to
and
use
is
an
returned to the
automated pouring
bar or
device with
outlet
which
until
the
the
major
item is
ingredients
received
are
and
measured and
delivered.
dispensed
The
through a handgun
out-of-stock
or a
item is
specialized
recorded in a
pourer,
back
so this
order
shut off at
logbook.
pre-established
The
amounts per
sales
drink.
sheet is retained by
So
the
as you can
beverage
see in the
storeroom
example
clerk.
picture, so
So when you
that is
see
the
a back
automated
order, you
pouring
should
device.
check to see if the
So
par
next
level
is
should be
number two is we
raised.
have the
When the
bars.
item is
Um,
replenished, the storeman clerk enter the
So the
item into
jigger.
the
So
inventory
is for the
purchasing
bar
system
stop to
in
pour
order to
drinks
maintain the
using an established
perpetual
jigger
inventory.
size
In
and
the
to fill them
accounting for
only
the
to the line
outlet, the
on the
cost
jigger.
of the
So as you can see
requisition
in the
should be
example,
charged to the outlet
that is the
only when the
jigger.
item are delivered.
So
That will be
next
all.
is
Thank
the
you.
third method is free pour. So this is a subjective form of measurement that involves turning the bottle with a pourer in place and pouring upside down and full pours the bartender counts in his her head. To pour an ounce, so for example, he or she might count 1, 2, 3 or 10, 20, 30. So this method is not recommended because it is the least accurate. It is only as consistent as the bartender. So pre-pouring varies between bartenders and from day to day. So inconsistency is one of the biggest sources of guest complaints. So Miss Ivanov might receive a perfect Bloody Mary from one bartender at lunch on Monday, then on Tuesday at dinner, her drink might be diluted or too strong or too peppery. So even the same bartender will make very different drinks at times. So the way to combat this is to implement standardized recipes which will be discussed in this module as well and to the next reporter. So that's all.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Althea Paalisbo, and my topic is getting specific how the controls work. Your costs will vary widely when different amounts are poured. Review the information in Figure A from a 33.8 ounce 1 liter bottle of vodka. You can get 33.8 1 ounce serving, 27 1 1/4 ounce servings, or 22.5 1 1/2 ounce servings. So, let's assume the bottle price was $12 and you are selling one drink for $3. What happened to your cost when you have three bartenders who use different pour in Figure B? The provided tables, Figure A and Figure B, already contain the calculations. Figure A showed the number of servings obtainable from a full, half, and 1/10 bottle of vodka at different pour sizes. Figure B demonstrates the cost per serving and total sales for each bartender based on their chosen pour size and a selling price of $3 per drink. The cost per drink varies significantly depending on the pour size. Bartender A has a cost of $0.36 per drink. Bartender B, 1.25 FLOZ pour, has a cost of $0.44 per drink, and bartender C, 1.5 F-liter OZ pour, has a cost of $0.53 per drink. So the total sales also vary accordingly. The larger the pour, the higher the cost per drink and the lower the number of servings per bottle, impacting the overall profitability. So, key concept and tips. Portion control. Precise pouring is crucial for maintaining consistent profit margins in the beverage industry. Inventory management. Accurate tracking of inventory is essential to avoid waste and ensure sufficient stock. Cost analysis. Regularly analyzing cost and sales data helps optimize pricing and profitability. Next is the other beverage control. The manager is the custodial authority of the beverage storeroom. He or she will be monitoring the stock each item at all times. When everything is systematically in place, he or she can easily notice if something is missing. One method to systemize your storeroom is to use bin cards including a unique bin number for each item. Another aspect of beverage control is eliminating the confusion in bottle sizes, spelling of names and different brands. The purchasing manager should identify every kind of beverage carried in the restaurant or bar by means of a bin number or item numbers. So, bin or item numbers are used in beverage control system at the following reasons. This system simplifies and standardizes procedures, facilitates inventory management, and provides precise production description. So, there are three key reasons for using bin numbers. First is the simplification and standardization. Second, inventory management, and the last is precise product description. So, simplification and standardization. Bin numbers streamline procedures and form related to beverage control. Inventory management, they facilitate purchasing, storing, requisitioning, and recording of physical inventories. Precise product description, they provide accurate numerical descriptions for inventory and purchasing systems. A bin number system is essential for efficient beverage control because it simplifies processes, improves inventory management, and ensures accurate record keeping. So, the key concept or tips, inventory control, proper inventory management is vital for preventing waste, theft, and stockouts. And next is standardization. Consistent procedures and record keeping improve efficiency and accuracy. And then next is color-coded outlet stickers or stamps. Color-coded outlet stickers or stamps should be placed on liquor bottles when they are requisitioned from the beverage storeroom. These stamps will identify all bottles as company issue and will also indicate to which outlet they were issued to provide a backup check of where the bottles go. This can prevent theft and can also keep stop from trading bottles between outlets without documenting the transfer. So the purpose is this sticker or stamps are used to track liquor bottles from the storeroom to their designated outlet, like bar, or serving station. Each bottle receives a sticker stamp indicating its assigned outlet, and the benefits is prevent theft, tracks bottle movement, and discourages undocumented transfers between outlets. So, this provides a secondary verification system in addition to any existing requisition process. And the last one is waste, breakage, spoilage, and spillage. Waste as a common occurrence in the food and beverage industry. This does not mean it should simply be accepted as tolerable. Your job is to minimize its occurrence and to control procedures when it not does occur. Consider the case of breakage. If a bottle is broken or spoiled in storage or at a bar, the manager or bartender should return the broken bottleneck or storage product to the person in charge of the inventory. So, this inventory control person should complete and sign a requisition for the stem and return the requisition to the manager or bartender, who will then submit the signed requisition with the daily order. This provides an authorized paper trail of the variances that inevitably occur so that patterns or problem areas can be tracked. Spoilage involves either ingredient spoilage or a guest who mentions dissatisfaction with the quality of a drink. Spillage, on the other hand, is what happens when a server spills all out or part of a drink. So waste, the goal is to minimize waste and control procedure when it does occur. So the document does not detail specific waste reduction strategy but emphasizes control. So breakage, if a bottle breaks or spoils, the manager or bartender returns the broken spoiled item or a relevant part like the bottleneck to the inventory control person. So this person completes and signs a requisition for replacement, creating a paper trail. And third is spoilage. This refers to either spoiled ingredients or customer complaints about drink quality. And the last is spillage. This is simply the accidental spilling of a drink by a server. The document does not explicitly detail procedure for spillage, but the implication is that it should be noted and possible included in a waste report. The system relies on a combination of color-coded tracking sticker stamp and a requisition process for managing losses. This requisition form serves as an audit trail, allowing from the identification of patterns and problem areas. That's all. Thank you.
Hello, so I am Judy Ann Sipe and I will discuss about the inter-bar transfer. In an operation with more than one outlet, interval transfer are commonly carried out. This transfer need to be included in an outlet's cost, while the transfer of full bottles from one bar to another discourages. On those occasions when it's necessary, train your staff to use in-bar transfer. It should be completed and signed by receiving bartender at the time of the transfer, and each bartender should retain a company. So in short, interval transfer refers to a process of moving inventory, typically beverage, from one bar to another within the same establishment. This is commonly in operation with multiple outlets or bars. cash bar. So the next is the cash bar control. So in a cash bar, a guest pays for each drink as it's ordered. The procedure and policies you develop for cash bar control will help to prevent loss of cash due to theft. In addition, the following control should be incorporated into cash bar system. So, cash bar control involves managing the cash transactions in a bar where guests pay for each drink as it's ordered. Effective control systems are essential to prevent cash losses due to the errors or theft. So we have here three: ticket or guest check control, control system rather, recording sales, and the house bank. So the ticket or guest check system, implementing a system where each transaction is recorded through tickets or guest sections, help track sales and provides a record for reconciliations. The next is sales recording, accurate siya and timely recordings also. Sales of all sales, ideally using a point of sales or the POS system. Ensure that all transactions are accounted for. The last is house bank, a secure location for storing cash, receipts during shift minimizes the risk of theft. Bartender should have starting cash amount or the bank for making change, which is reconciled at the end of the shift. By implementing this practices, establishments can effectively manage their inventory and cash flow, minimizing losses and ensuring smooth operations. So the next is the beverage cost variance. When you compared your actual cost to your potential cost, the difference between them is called variance. This amount will probably vary from month to month due to the ever-changing nature of the business. Assuming that control procedures are followed and there are no significant changes in the sales mix, the beverage variance is percentage should not be more than a percent off from the calculated potential cost. So a beverage cost variance, also a cost variance is the difference between the actual cost beverage sold and potential or ideal cost based on sales is a key performance indicator in the hospitality industry, used to assess how well a business is managing its beverage inventory and pricing. Ensured by effectively managing beverage cost variance, this business can be improved their probability, enhance operational and efficiency, and provide better value of their customers. So the next is the discrepancies and circumstances encountered in operations. So that is discrepancies and circumstances encountered in these operations refers to an unexpected difference or issues that arise during the executions of planned project or routine activity. This can occur in various fields such as business, manufacturing, logistics, or any operational settings. Understanding this concept is crucial for effective problem solving and process improvement. Circumstances refer to the conditions or factors affecting the operations at the given time. They are encompasses both internal and external elements that influence how operations are carried out. So we have here incorrect charges. A food requisitions has been charged to beverage costs or vice versa. Next is beverage revenue has been processed as a food revenue or vice versa. Sales tax has been mistakenly including in calculating potential beverage costs. So, in short, discrepancies and circumstances are integral aspect of operational management. Addressing discrimination involves identifying and correcting deviations, while managing circumstances requires adaptability and strategic foresight. Both are essential for maintaining smooth and efficiently operations. That's all.
Good morning, everyone. I am Haynes Barcelona, and let's proceed to discrepancies and circumstances encountered in operation. First is incorrect charges. Misallocation of food requisitions to beverage costs and vice versa. Mistaking in processing revenue with sales tax incorrectly included. The next one is incorrect physical inventory valuations. So here is the counting errors during inventory. For example, double counting items, and also inaccuracies due to database corruption, such as unupdated purchase prices, and also the incorrect data entry. Example in these are entering one item as a case. Next is sales mix changes. Increased sales of premium products leading to higher pour costs. Shifts in sales from draft beer to bottled beer or from domestic to imported beers, which generally have higher costs. Rising wine sales, which typically have higher cost percentage. Next is incorrect drink pricing. Pricing may not adequately cover operational costs due to entry errors in point of sale or POS system. Next is incorrect par stocks. Failure to maintain accurate par stock levels can lead to inaccurate inventory extensions. Unaccounted losses due to missing spilled or damaged merchandise. Next is overpour, spillage, and underpour. Bartenders' errors resulting in overpouring or spilling, especially when using improper dispensing controls. Calibration issues with liquor dispensers and draft beer systems that contribute to wasted products. Next is inadequate cash control procedures. Issues like unrecorded transactions, improper handling of guest checks, and misuse of the no-sale key leading to potential theft. Bartenders are not following cash handling regulations, such as making change from their tip jars or undercharging select customers. And lastly is purchasing. Lack of competitive purchasing practices leading to overspending on inventory. That's all. Thank you.